Hey Twin Cities homeowners, pay attention and watch this video for your 11 home fall maintenance tips. Now that the seasons are changing, it's time to get prepared for the fall. We've broken it into two easy categories for you. We've got outdoor and indoor items. Focus on the outdoor first so you can avoid the cold and you're ready, and then you can focus on the indoor when it's too nasty out to go outside. So the first thing we're going to want to do on the exterior is you want to make sure that you're getting all your lawn equipment properly maintained and cared for and stored properly. This will ensure they're in proper working order for the spring when it's time to address your lawn again. The next thing we're going to want to do, and this is going to save you from burst pipes or anything like that, is empty any hoses that you've been using and make sure you're turning off the water to the exterior. Again, this is going to help prevent any sort of pipe bursting or any sort of freeze issues in the dead of winter. The next thing we're going to want to do, if you've got one, is get your sprinkler system properly blown out by a professional. This is going to ensure that you're not going to have any sort of damage when the deep freeze comes, and then it'll be proper working order for next spring as well. The fourth item that we're going to want to address is going to be cleaning out your gutters. Even if you've got gutter guards, make sure you're still clearing those off. Gutters that are full of junk really just attribute to the formation of ice dams. And ice dams are going to cause more issues with your roof and potential leaking on the inside, and none of us want to have to deal with that, especially in the dead of winter. The next thing we want to do is make sure you're doing a final cleanup of your yard. This is going to be getting rid of debris, pruning back any shrubs or bushes that you've got, really just doing a nice clean for the yard. And then what we highly suggest is you get a landscaper out to aerate and overseed your yard, so then come springtime it's healthy and bountiful and plentiful, and you just go right into your spring maintenance tips as well. From here, we start to the transition period from exterior to interior. First and foremost, you want to go ahead and look at any sort of cracks or anything you've got in below your doors, in your windows. Heat loss attributes to 10% of people's heating bills. So you could save money and make your home more energy efficient and comfortable if you address those small items. Now as we transition to the interior of the home, where the first thing we're going to look at is if you've got a chimney, get it properly inspected. Hire a licensed chimney sweeper who's going to perform what's called a level 2 chimney inspection. What this is, they're going to run a scope up the chimney, make sure that you don't have creosote buildup, any cracks or anything in the liner, and make sure that it is functioning properly. This will ensure that you have less risk of a house fire and you can enjoy those nice warm days in front of the fire during the dead of winter. The next thing we're going to want to also do is we're going to look at your furnace or your boiler. Make sure you're just scheduling your annual maintenance for that. If your furnace or your boiler is above the age of 10, we really highly recommend that you get that looked at year after year. Centerpoint Home Service Plus, not a sponsor, but an amazing home service plan does have that built in. So do a lot of other home warranty programs. From there, you're going to want to make sure you're also changing out your filter with your furnace just to ensure proper airflow and to make sure that your furnace is working properly and at the highest efficiency. The next thing we're going to want to look at is replacing smoke detector batteries and carbon monoxide batteries. Safety first and foremost, make sure you're testing and changing those out pretty much yearly. The last thing we're going to want to do is review any sort of fire safety or safety plans in general, right? Make sure everyone knows where all the safety equipment is, make sure everyone knows where to gather if something were to happen in the wintertime, and then you'll be good to go. As you're working through this list, and if you find yourself ever needing any sort of help or referral to an amazing contractor, feel free to reach out to us, and we look forward to connecting you with our A-list of contractors. And as always, we're here for any and all of your real estate needs. Remember, if you want to stay on top of all things home maintenance and Twin Cities real estate, like, subscribe, and follow.